Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to stretch. Every time I start streaming, I have to stretch. But I feel like this is a little bit more deserved because of reasons. Or I don't think you hear that. I think the stretching is a little bit more deserved because of reasons. But yeah, I'm back after a huge break. So um, yeah. I guess I'll start. I'll explain, but I'll just start with probably talking about the art here first. So yeah, I started doing some art. Um, oh my god, I even I haven't streamed for so long. I don't even know how to even start. So yeah, this is just some art. Let me just get rid of the line art so you can kind of see what the concept is. So this is just like a Miku drawing. I wanted to do something kind of conceptual and do like a little clown Miku, I guess. I just kind of had this idea when like browsing for inspiration, like on Pinterest. So kind of came up with this. I tend to struggle nowadays with like doing character design, but I kind of like how this turned out. Um, so yeah, I feel like I draw Miku a lot these days, but I don't know, it's just something about her design. It's very easy to like draw her, I guess. But yeah, I'm back from a really big break, and yeah, we're here just doing some more art. I honestly don't know really where to start talking about the break because I didn't really say anything on social media or talk about it. I think due to the subject matter. Sorry, I wear a metal bracelet. Sorry if you could hear it like clinking around. But let me try to move it. I have like a little pad here that I'm trying to let it sit on. But anyway, yeah. It's just like the subject matter. I prefer. I mean, I don't know. It makes it, it's, yeah, I don't know. I just like prefer not to talk about it, but basically for a month I had to pretty much be with my family, and kind of be like on alert pretty much. Um, and yeah, so like things like streaming, like I couldn't stream because, I'm just always on call pretty much. And even though I stream like around 10 p.m. PST, um I know you never know what was going to happen, so it's all kind of over now, so it's going back to streaming. And also I just like been genuinely or generally burnt out, probably because it had to do with like the whole family stuff going on, but just being very like stressed out about art and not really want to do anything, you know. um yeah, so now I'm back, and yeah, just been kind of lazy. It's like I would think about doing streaming, but then I would just like not do it because playing games is a little bit easier. So yeah. Um Also, I've just kind of been experimenting, especially with this piece, like on art style, kind of. Mostly with like the line art and just trying to be very loose with the line art and not really think too much. I think the goal for this one is to just think of line weight because I've been kind of studying some art recently and I really liked how some of the line art was done, and I just been kind of like looking at how they do it. And like right away I'm seeing right here, like the frills here are just like way too thick, so I'm just gonna have to shave them down. I'm using the same pen that I use for line art, just like transparency. Also, sorry if my speaking is a little weird. I haven't been doing very extensive speaking for a very long time. And yeah, I'm not really used to it, so excuse me if I like I don't know, I'm just not good at talking. Um because I remember when I first started streaming, I noticed kind of like a difference on like speaking, and I felt more confident in doing it, and like training how to use my chest to speak a lot, and not use too much of my throat, or else it's just gonna, you know. mess up my throat. Um, and what am I doing here? What tool am I using? What is this? Did I mess anything up? No. What is that tool? I never. Just a layer selection tool? Okay. But yes, things have been kind of going on. Mainly that thing I was talking about, but again, I don't really want to speak too much on it. So yeah, just after I just kind of had to take my time for myself to like have a little breather, and yeah. I also got some tickets to a concert I'm seeing in November, so I'm excited for that. Massive the Fermenting Dregs. I'm actually really happy to see them because I discovered them during COVID, and I was kind of sad because I was like, what if I never like ever get to see them in concert? Because they did go to a concert in Vancouver like in 2018, and I'm like, oh, is that the last time they came? I kind of want to see them eventually. And they are. They're coming to Vancouver. So I'm very excited to see that. I never seen like a Japanese band in real life, so that's like gonna be really fun because majority of all the music that I listen to is Japanese. So to have that experience, that'll be awesome. Um, I also got a new phone too, which I know that's like weird to talk about, but the phone that I got is just it's just like a huge upgrade and it's just like so good. And uh when I was deciding what phone I wanted to switch to, I thought of getting like maybe just like the slider upgrade where it's just kind of the same phone that I had before, just like new. But I'm like, hey, if I want to upgrade, I'm gonna upgrade. So I did, and I upgraded from a Samsung S22 to a Samsung S23 Ultra. So it's a nice big phone. It has a pen. It has a great camera. Really, really good camera. Hold on, I'm putting my pen down. Realize my phone is. And for Samsungs, it's in general you can customize them, but because oh, did the music switch? Hold on. Okay, yeah. I thought I messed up the music, and I'm like, oh, I just picked up my phone right when the song finished. So let me just. No, I'm messing everything up. Sorry, I'm just I'm just trying to fix this here. Okay, there we go. But yeah, and I'm just holding it right now, and I just recently got a case for it, so it's just like I can hold it in my hand. The phone, it's like it's kind of like on that thinner side, it has like that aluminum back, and it was like so hard to hold because I wanted to be like very protective about it. I couldn't even like put it on like a surface because I didn't want to scratch the screen, or I didn't want to scratch any of the lenses on the back. So I'm glad I got that early, and I even got a strap for it. My sister got straps for because she also got the same one. Straps for the phone, so it's like hanging off instead of in my pocket because it's a big phone. And I just love it. I don't know. The customization, by the way, yeah, it's just like I could have done this on my other phone, but because this phone feels like more luxury, I wanted to do like really cool customization on it, and I just love it. I just like keep looking at it, staring at it. It's just such a good phone. It's a monster, really. It's such a good phone. I need water. Mm, nice cold water. But yeah, and I've just been thinking about doing like artist alleys and stuff because I'm also going back to doing some volunteering work for an anime convention. And every time an anime convention comes around the corner, I just like think about maybe this year I'll do an artist alley. But I'm just never confident enough in my art to do so. Um, and I'm just like kind of upset about it because it's like I don't know how long I'm gonna wait till I'm confident in myself, and just in general, Artist Alley's stuff is like expensive to, you know, like do, right? It's like Artist Alley stuff is expensive, so um, yeah. And speaking of expensive, I've also been trying to find a job and stuff, which has been so hard to like find. Or like they're easy to find. It's just applying and then like not getting a response back is like disheartening. And I've been talking to my cousin actually about it. Um, and he says like, hey, like I can like try to get something done, and because he works like I could technically get a job at like GameStop or whatever. um, and he's like, yeah, let me just see, because I told him about it last month, and he's like, yeah, we have to wait till August because that's kind of like their hiring month, I guess. So yeah. And I was like, I don't know how long I could wait because like I honestly don't know, like if I can't get a job from this, like I honestly don't know what to do because I've tried so much. Like I've tried jobs from friends, jobs from other family. Like I honestly wouldn't know what to do if something like if I don't get a job from him. Like I don't know where else to look. So yeah, kind of sad, but I feel like I've been talking about that a lot, so it just feels kind of normal, to talk about how I don't have a job. Um, Also a kind of like a health update, I guess. I've been dealing with some like ticking and stuff, and there was like a tumor in my brain, but it seems like it's benign, so nothing to worry about. Yeah, the surgeon said it was nothing to worry about because I had an appointment with a surgeon. And so I have to see a neurologist to like kind of check to see what's going on. Ah, the dreaded circle. Come on. But yeah, playing like Bandori on the phone and playing Project Sekai. I think that's how you shorten it. Colorful Stage, Hatsune Miku, stuff like that. It's just like really pretty because it's a really big phone, the big screen, very beautiful. Playing on it is okay. I think the big issue is that I don't think I can put like a matte screen protector on the phone because it's an edge phone, so I probably have to find a special screen thing for it. I'm pretty sure there are like uh they're not, what's like the thing, the plastic you put on the screen, not a screensaver. You know what I mean? A matte screen protector. A matte screen protector. There probably is one for edges. I heard that like if you want to do like put like a screen protector on your edge, you have to like put it on and then get a hair dryer out to like make it soft and then put it on the edges. Cuz that's what you do with like certain skins for edge phones, but yeah, because then like my thumbs will get all sweaty and then it'll get all sticky and then it's like I can't really play the game, so and it has reversible charging too, so if it's like anybody's phone, if anyone has a phone that's compatible with reversible charging, I can help with like people's phones getting charged. Pretty cool. And because I'm doing kind of the volunteering work, like I feel like people might need that. I don't know. I haven't tested it out yet because I think someone's battery has to be at a certain percentage. So I have mine set at like 30%. So if anyone's below that, they can get their phone charged. I might change that because I don't know. Maybe I'll do it like 50% because I know some iPhones it's like even if the phone's at like 50%, it still like dies. So or maybe I don't know. I yawn. But yeah, so summer is here and like God, how long I've been doing this for? Summer is here and I don't really like summer. So don't yeah, my skin tends to react more. Like I all of a sudden got eczema on my eyes and I was so confused because I don't have any sort of defi- uh autoimmune stuff because like my nails started to like dip, like the inside of my nail bed started to dip down and I'm like, well, that's not good. And I also think it's because of this summer I'm like my skin's reacting. So I hate it. I prefer winter. I mean, I'm Canadian, I'm kind of used to that, but it's just easier to get cozier and warmer instead of trying to cool down an already warm body, you know? Okay, that's good enough. Oh yeah, I just been kind of like studying some art and like kind of looking how they did everything. And I guess the biggest tip that I would give is when you're doing line art, a lot of artists, like the kind of anime style artists, they use just like a brush to do their line art or some sort of marker, something soft, right? Nothing too like sharp or anything. Which I mean, I my art here is not a good example of that, but um I would recommend if you're struggling with line art to use a marker pen or something like that to do your line art, and obviously to color your line art as you see fit. Yeah, there's some artists that are really good with their line weight and stuff. Um, Very jealous about that, but when it comes to art and stuff, I tend to like I sometimes I just can't figure out what pen I want to use, you know? Um like I always switch back to like using like a pen and then I'm like, oh, let me use like a marker or like a brush pen. Yeah. Like I guess I went through a lot of phases with some like styles and stuff, so um now I'm kind of using this like pen brushy hybrid thing where it's like it's a pen where it has like that bulbous tip right here, but it has this transparency to it and you can like yeah. It's like a round marker almost. Yeah. Yeah, it's like transparency to it. So it's like a nice in between. Which sucks because there's some pens that I've like used up my Clip Studio Paint gold with, and now I don't even use those pens. So yeah. I also was trying to learn Blender during my break, but my computer's so crusty dusty, it does not want to use Blender. Cause I want to make my illustrations like better, and I feel like Blender would help with that, and I just can't figure it out. Or like I can't figure it out, it's just my computer doesn't want to. I remember my computer completely freezing up to the point where I couldn't like get rid of Blender or like I couldn't touch anything. I couldn't use the keyboard. I couldn't use anything. So I had to wait till it unfreeze like an hour later. That's one thing I want to do when I get a job is to save up for a good PC so I don't have to deal with any of this. Yeah, and I feel like that's why I don't really do a lot of artist alleys because I feel like I can make my illustrations better, but my computer kind of restricts me from doing any of that stuff. So, yeah. Like I think the most I can do is like 200 layers and then it's like hanging on, but like after that, I think it just kind of stops working because it's too many layers. And that's like the normal amount I go nowadays. So, Also, just kind of like the AI art stuff. It's like makes me really sad, you know. I would also thinking about doing like YouTube stuff with like my VTuber stuff, but I can never figure out like what to post. Sometimes I feel like even stream clips, I can never make it into a short or anything because I feel like it's just like not that interesting. Like the things that I say are not that interesting enough to make a short out of or whatever. Maybe the line art thing that I just mentioned could be a short. I don't know. I feel like when you've been doing digital art for so long, you just generally have an eye about like what like art looks like, you know what I mean? Like I can zoom into a piece of digital art and kind of just see what they did there to achieve the result. It takes a bit of like knowledge about digital painting to kind of figure that out. So when I like quote unquote study art, I just literally see a art piece that I like and I just zoom in. I'm like, oh, that's how they did it, and then just try to replicate it there. My sister even like a couple minutes like half an hour ago was talking to me, or like an hour ago actually was talking to me about like art and stuff because she's trying to make this logo for her band and how it's like frustrating for her because the line art part was like killing her. And she was talking about like, oh, this is so hard and stuff. Like, yeah, I know. I remember one thing she said, she's like, you don't even know like at the end if the result is gonna be good. I'm like, yeah, I know. Story of my life. Put all in that work and then you just don't like it later. Which is like a lot of my art. It's like I try to do something and then a month later I hate it. I think that's why I don't do a lot of artist alleys because all of the art that I tend to make is just like I just don't resonate it with it more and I don't want to put it out there. Also excuse like the chat letter size. I was just doing some adjustments. Um what was I saying? I was doing some adjustments and it seems like the text is like very large, but I'll fix that next stream. So after this stream, I can't promise that I'll be streaming like every other day like I usually do, but yeah. I have to admit too, like even when I was planning to stream today, like I was even thinking like, "Ah, do I even want to? Even though I've been like gone for so long, like okay, today would be the day off. Today would be the day off, and the next day it's like, okay, today I'll do a day off because I started something and now I want to continue doing it. And now I just kind of like today I pretty much force myself, but I don't like I'm not mad about it or anything. It's like forced meditation. I just kind of had to do it. Um, yeah, because of the stuff that was going on this month, I haven't been going to the therapy stuff recently. I told him to. I was like, yeah, like every single Tuesday that I is like very important, and I need those days off, even though it lines up with the group therapy. So yeah. Because I was thinking this piece, I'm like, this could be Luca as well, because Luca is like my favorite all time Vocaloid, but I feel like this isn't her vibe. So I feel like with drawing lines, I feel like doing stuff like this is a little easier. Also, I just recently met up with my friend after not seeing her for a long time. And we're just like, and she mentioned how she was actually meaning to watch Vinland Saga because she heard it was so good. And like I'm really excited because I really want her to watch it because it's one of my all-time favorite animes of all time. So this is another reminder of me saying to watch Vinland Saga because I remember talking to her about it when it was just season 1 that came out, and I told her this is my all-time favorite anime. And she's like, "Okay, I'll try it out." And then she told me, "It's like, yeah, I tried it out, but it wasn't really my vibe." And I guess she heard somewhere that like the anime is really, really good. And then she told me, she's like, "Yeah, I have to watch it because season 2 just came out." And she's like, "Okay, I have to start watching it." I don't know if she probably heard it somewhere, but guys, it's an amazing season 2 just left me. I don't know. It's just like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like season 3, I don't know how they're gonna top it. Because when I was watching season 2, I was kind of scared. I was like, "Oh, what if this is not good?" But then it was like so good. But I've been meaning to watch some more anime. I feel like I keep saying that, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of anime doesn't really resonate with me. I feel like things like anime things haven't been really resonating with me for a while actually. I just recently got rid of some of my anime music off of like a song playlist in my Spotify because I just don't like it anymore, I guess. I mean like there's fine songs, but it's just like I just don't like I feel like I tend to skip it a lot, you know? Um so that kind of correlates with me just like having a hard time watching anime. um there's some shows that I should be watching. Um Especially since anime convention is coming up and it's going to be really weird with me sitting with like the volunteer people and I don't really know what to talk to them about because I haven't really keeping up with a lot of the new anime and I'm just like yeah, like I just been really not been watching it and yeah. I feel like a lot of them are going to be kids too, so it'd be weird. Yeah, like a lot of the Vocaloid stuff I haven't been really like the new stuff I haven't been really liking. So I feel like there's too many lines here. That's one thing I've been trying to like train myself to do is to not rely too much on line art and rely more on my painting to do the talking, you know? So this is really frustrating, but yeah, I think I need to make a habit of not making too many lines. Have the painting be your line art, not the line art. Because it'll be more like 3D that way. That's one thing I learned about studying some anime art is it's just like it's pretty simple line art. Rely on your painting to do most of the detail. And so like instead of doing a line to represent that hairline, like use paint, like dark paint to make that line instead. But I feel like if I really keep up with the momentum, I feel like some winter conventions I can be a part of. Maybe not this year because if you volunteer for summer, you're emailed again to do volunteering for the winter as well. So not sure. Maybe I can ask and be like, can I be? I want to be both an exhibitioner. Is that what they called? Exhibitioners and a volunteer. Because winter conventions, I think, just runs for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And or just even one day. I think they just run for one day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I just like missed my shot, you know? Like summer's here, the conventions are happening, and it's kind of too late now. I have to wait next year or something. But with that being said, like I'm just kind of thinking about running an online shop again. This is gonna be my third time trying to do an online shop thing, and I'm thinking about it. I probably won't. It's gonna take a while for me, Because I feel like the best way for me right now is to start with Artist Alley and then online shop from there personally. Because if you don't have a big audience, it's going to be hard to run an online shop if you don't have that audience. That makes sense. Adjust right here. But for video games, I've been mostly playing just like Zelda. It's just like a really cozy game. You can just do a lot in that game. And even if you discovered so much on the land, there's like so much in the sky and underneath that you can discover. And I feel like this game, like, I've found a lot more shrines than I did in Breath of the Wild, I think. There was one time where I thought I got all of the shrines, but then I did not. um, so yeah. I don't know. I don't really go out a lot, so I don't really have a lot of stories to talk about. Crashing. Waiting for it to stop crashing. Okay, there we go. Where do I want to start? Because there's certain parts where I don't want to draw because I feel like it's too boring. Yeah, let's just finish this side up. Sorry if my mic is a little bit too loud or anything. I feel like I tend to adjust my mic a lot, and I don't know, sometimes it's too loud, it's in the red, sometimes it's too quiet. So Adeon. Because I can't afford Twitch affiliate Twitch Nitro. So that really sucks because I really want to keep the VODs up as long as possible. Just thinking of maybe just straight uploading it onto YouTube. That would be a good archive. So even though my YouTube's empty, I definitely recommend following my YouTube. Wait, did I? Hold on. I need to check something. This is gonna be really weird, but I need to check something. Properties? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. No. Advanced audio properties. Okay, perfect. I was checking to make sure that the audio, like the track 2 is checked off so that when I upload this as VOD, it doesn't copy strike or whatever. Because usually I turn it back on if I'm using non-copyright music, but I tend to switch it back off. So making sure that's off. Because when I do just chattings, I use non-copyright music so that way when like the VOD is up, it's not like awkward, if that makes sense. But I feel like I tend to go into the bad habits of like line art that I have. Like for example, like I feel like the face, I started on the face, it was like a little bit more delicate, and then when I started going down here, it started to go thicker because I was doing all of this stuff and stuff. And then I just like started doing this. Such a bad habit. But I did update my commission info, so I still have some of my base commissions. So at the time, the cheapest commission was the sketch commissions, which I think are $5 right now. That's excluding the print fee if you order one. And then my cheapest ones are actually $2. I call them 1-day sketches, where it's just like a really crude drawing of like whatever character you want me to do. And then with a fee, there's you get a print for it. and it's a little mini print, so it's not like a full, like the full 8x11 ones that I give out. But if you want to check that out, definitely check that out. Um, if you like wanted something from me, but you can't really afford too much, but please be aware that you have to be aware of PayPal fees, and if you get a print with it, consider again more PayPal fees, how much it is to like print. What am I saying? How much it is for like the extra shipping costs when it arrives in your country, kind of thing, or arrives in your area. Like how much more do you have to pay for that shipping? Because sometimes you have to pick it up from the post office depending on the situation, which that really sucks. I know I've been through it. I'd order a pair of pants that were like expensive, but they ended up being more expensive because they couldn't deliver it to my house, which they used to deliver it to my house, but now all of a sudden they don't want to. So I remember I did like a sketch raffle thingy, and the person that won, when I was just doing their sketch, and I was telling them it's like, yeah, like I usually have a fee for my print, but I'm just giving it out for free technically, which for some people it's not free because then you have to pay for like the shipping, and then that in itself is like paying for it. But free as in like it could have been more if you paid like the fee of the $5. Um but yeah, even he was like, yeah, even like just like a print, like a little US letter size print, it was gonna cost a lot. Not like a whole lot, but a lot for what it was. So he's like, yeah, thanks for the sketch, but I can't really afford to have a print sent over because it could be even like lost in customs too. So yeah, and I don't know if I can go any cheaper. I think I want to do like icons as well, but I think I want to make sure that I'm offering commissions that I'm comfortable giving out and not just doing commissions that I'm not too comfortable with. I don't know. But I feel like I need to practice more chibis though on speaking about being comfortable. I like to draw chibis, but they're not my strongest suit, but I do like to draw them, and I feel like I need to practice with them more. Um do this one. Need some water. One thing that I've been really into lately was my biggest inspiration for also number one art tip, if this shit is wonky to you, like just try not to think about it. It's okay. It's all good. Actually, it's a bit too wonky. Hold on. um One thing I've been really obsessed with was Lucas, or the Vroid model maker. I don't know if that's the appropriate term I give her, because she's like a VTuber, but she's really good at using Vroid. Like I found her through Vroid. Um, and oh God, she is just so good. It's like every day I see her, every day, or like I see her make models and stuff, and it's just like she just gets better and better. It's like it's kind of insane that she just made that with Vroid, you know? And I was thinking, is like I would really love to commission her one day. I think converting it to Canadians is like $800 for a model, which is not bad considering that 2D models can go into the thousands. I don't know, maybe it's just her way of living. She just needs to have like $800, or just how Vroid works. I don't know. But oh my God, they're just so good. It's like you can't even tell that was made in VRoid, or you can't even tell that like sometimes if it's like a 2D model, it's just like it's so good. Because I always talked about how I wanted to get, if I ever just got like a new little model thing, whether I would go for 2D or 3D. And I always gravitated towards 3D. But now I'm kind of thinking it's like, do I want it to be done by Lucas, or do I want a 3D model done by Scratch? See, now I can't figure out the perspective of the frills. Something like that. I don't know. Let's do something like this. Let's just try it out. I feel like this whole time I wasn't drawing frills correctly. Maybe something like this. But I think I'm getting it in my brain. That's one thing that, as an artist, I can never understand. It's just like imagining everything in your brain. I remember there was this one famous post recently where this guy was like, "Oh, if you have trouble drawing shadows, like imagine the hand." Like it was a picture of Chun-Li's hand, like over kind of on her left side, and her hand was out, and it was like the shadow was covering her face. It's like, oh, if you have trouble like doing shadows and not figuring out where it goes, just like look at the perspective of like the back of the hand and like see if that, if the sun covers that, that's like it doesn't touch. And like people are like, how the hell do you like think about that? Like an amazing like thought of like 3D form. Like how did you do that? It's like beyond, you know? I can never figure it out. Unfortunately, there weren't any good like frill brushes I could find. I remember when I was doing this, I was like, I think I should find some like frill brushes. Frills are a little complicated. I think that looks believable. Sure. Maybe I have to adjust these then. Because they go all the way to the bottom here. My media player not working again. That sucks. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about what the colors are actually, because I'm not sure. Let me fix this. Oops. Oops. Discord. Come on, work. What if I do this? What if I do this? Click on it. Let me fix this. See, at this point, I don't really care anymore. Properties? Okay. It's gotta be a better way to fix that. Mm. Should I just like make it easy and like not have frills here? I feel like this is a more advanced Miku from like my Miku Expo Miku, like the little teddy bear, because it kind of had that like frilly, clowny kind of look to it. Okay, that looks a little better. Okay, I'm gonna work on this little big piece because this looks fun. Hold on, let me fix this. Let me put it back to the first song, the other song first. I feel like maybe doing that, like actually interacting with it, will fix it. Oop, thing is freezing again. Sorry, I'm so fast. I'm sorry, computer. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, doing like straight lines like this is pretty easy. But yeah, I have a lot of ideas for art that I want to do, but because I was on that break, I just had so much art block that like you just feel like a lot of guilt, you know. I don't know, that's for me. It's like I just feel like if I'm not working on art, it's like it feels guilty, you know, because I consider it work. So if I'm not doing work, I feel bad about it. Especially in like the art thing with like self-employment and like the whole like grind stuff. It's like it's in the art community as well, personally, I believe. That's an opinion of oh, what did Aiden Ross say? That's a fact in my opinion. Yeah. I don't support him. I think he's that was just funny. But no, like definitely I feel like in the art scene there is some sense of like rise and grind kind of thing. I guess when it comes to like social media stuff, that's what they talk about because it's like there's so many, I remember like watching so many videos on like how to get a lot of likes on Instagram, how to grow, how to like do this, and it's just like it feels like one of those it's like rise and grind kind of things. I remember I used to draw like every day for Instagram and like it just did not work out. This, okay, yeah, I should probably do like a copy paste here. Just to make it a little bit more accurate. Oops. What is this? Cancel. What is going on here? Okay, wrong. Sorry, I thought I was recently working on the hat, so that's why I did that layer. There's some art that I think my last stream I did like tried to do like a redo of some of my old art because I still technically like it. It's just like it's old now, so um yeah, I wanted to like redo it so it's like nice and fresh. There's even some art that are technically new that I kind of want to redo as well, or like make like a version 2 of it. I really like my Kyomachi art piece that I did. But my style has changed a little bit, and also I have like another idea for her. So, but like art prints are expensive, and I really want to do art prints that are like not just 8 by 11, but I just do 8 by 11 because that's more accessible to me. Like I can print that at home. That's like mainly for my commissions, but for like artist alley stuff, it's like 11 by 17 prints are like expensive. There is like a print shop I think that's popular amongst people where I live, and because it's like where I live, I technically don't have to pay for like shipping and stuff like that, but it's still like pretty expensive. Like it can really add up like $20 like plus for like a pack of prints, and then like considering that's a pack one pack of prints, and then you have to like get another pack of prints, and it's like then you have to like consider it's like okay, how much can I afford, it adds up. And then you still have like the stickers and like possible keychains and like extra things, because like for artist alley you don't want to just sell prints unless you're just that good. I think there's only a couple of artists that I know that like just sell prints. But I would love to be on like that level of like where you have to travel to like do artist alleys and stuff. I feel like that's so fun. I mean, like I can imagine that's stressful, but like I've seen people like travel to like Hawaii all the way just to do do a convention. I think that's like kind of cool, honestly. Um, yeah, looking good. And it's kind of fun too because I have like a friend that like we talk about it. It's like, oh, I'd love to like share a table with you one day and stuff. And yeah, I just need to be more confident, you know? And it's like that it's like yeah, you can make all the stuff, but then you have to sell it and it's like it's not going to be a guarantee that you're going to sell, you know, all this stuff because you're for like I feel like you're just trying to make sure that you're paying your table that you paid for. And obviously like people yeah, pay rent and whatever, but like it's just like as long as you get that table paid for, it's like that's good. And then some extra, you know. But like that's not a guarantee because it's like then like what if you don't, you know? I feel like that's the scariest part. Is like being like all confident in there and then like not getting that result that you expected. I have seen some artists where they would like prepare for Artist Alley, um, and they spend all this money and then like they barely make it to like they just like make a quarter of what they spent, which is so sad. I mean, that's like my fear. And then you just kind of get into like the whole like, oh, is just does my art just not look that good or was my display wrong or then it kind of gets into the whole like businessy part of it because I feel like that's something people don't really talk about when it comes to like art stuff. That it's like half of like you know putting yourself out there and like you know just being there in the community, but then also it's like if people just don't like the look of it, like it's hard to. That's like very harsh, but I don't know. It's like yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get too far into it because I don't know. But I'm gonna stop talking actually because I feel like that's a dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. Because I feel like that's the argument with like AI artists that like as long as the art looks pretty, it doesn't matter if it's AI generated. Like it looks pretty and that's what matters. So that's what I felt like I was like delving into. It's like it has to look pretty in order for people to buy it, but I've personally seen patterns. So as someone who's been in like the convention scene for like a long time, I've seen patterns. I've seen people, you know, do the whole sales pitch of almost like begging for people to buy their stuff kind of thing. Um I've seen people effortlessly have their stuff bought because just the way that it looks, it has that like anime modern anime look to it where it's very sparkly, pastel-y, very like you know what I'm saying? And people who like you know they sell anime conventions and then they don't sell like anime stuff at an anime convention, you know what I mean? I remember the last anime convention year, I mean like last year, someone was selling like pop figures at an anime convention, which is odd because like people going to anime conventions are not buying that. So it's like they just went there to sell something and I saw no one come to their stand, you know. I've seen people like I would go up to like a stand and look at stuff and they'd just be like I worked really hard on this and stuff like that and it's just like it feels I don't know. Because ultimately people who want to commission you, they like you because they like you. I feel like that's like the way to like get yourself out there because there's a lot of artists that I follow that like they're not really my style, but I just like them and I want to commission them because of them. That makes sense. But that took forever. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I feel like I'm avoiding what I just said, but like I don't know. So I'm just like running a blank here. Um yeah, people just like your art if it looks cool. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sorry, I was gonna say something, but I was just running a blank. Yeah, I feel like once you get into that whole like begging part, because I remember like this girl was selling like necklaces, and they were like it had just like a big brooch on it that she like custom painted in it, and I think like their husband was there or something, and they're also selling something on the side as well, but when we were just kind of looking at the necklaces, he was just kind of like, yeah, it's made out. His like her like husband just like came in. It was like, yeah, it's made out of this and that, and like it took her like this many hours. She worked really hard on it, and it's just like by the time you get into that territory, like yeah, it's like at that point I'm just like I hope you guys for the best, but it just that does not feel good to like hear, and I just like yeah. As a consumer, it just like it kind of is a turn off a little bit. Mm, never mind. Got really quiet. Oh, it's because Way's Blood is playing. I'm like, why is it so quiet? Um, this is looking pretty good. I think I might have to fix up the. I think I've been trying to fix up the frills in this stream, but like the thickness, I'm not really down with. Which I'm hoping the coloring process I can like turn it down a little bit, but trust the process, I guess. I've been also trying to draw like a Yana reference sheet. Um, but like I feel like I'm so burnt out from like drawing myself that like I just like stopped. Um, so I'm just like taking a break on that because like my actual like standing piece, I feel it doesn't really show the entire outfit. So I'm like I think it's good if I do a reference sheet. Um, Yeah, but I would really love to like commission people for promo art because I'm sick of doing my own promo art. Yeah. I don't sing in that register, but I'm like trying. Usually when I'm like trying to hum on stream, I try to do it like a couple octaves lower because I sound terrible when it's higher up. Okay, I like how that looks. Uh, am I unmuted? I think I'm unmuted. Uh, hold on, I need to. Hello? Am I muted? Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was checking because I had to mute for a bit. Someone came into my room. But yeah, just be confident in your art. Like, I know it's hard to hear that like certain styles attract consumers more because someone who's like done a lot of volunteering for anime conventions. I just noticed who gets the sales and who like doesn't. If that really matters to you. And yes, sparkly, fun anime art gets gets it. I think it depends on the audience though. Like I've been to like Fan Expo, which is more comics mixed. Like Fan Expo is like supposed to be a combination of everything, but for anime conventions, it's like it's very specific. So if you want to do something that's not like that and go to an anime convention, you know, personally, I think it's a little bit of a risk. So I would recommend just general conventions. But I understand why, because people need every type of convention to sell because, they rely on rent, so they don't rely on rent. They rely on it paying for the rent, so they need to be there all the time. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They need to be in the loop all the time. I've seen some like people like selling stuff at like high school farmer market stuff. Like anything they can like get people to like get their eyes on, it's like they're there. I remember getting like a pin from someone that my local high school was doing like a little farmer market thing. And I went there and I already graduated from there, but my sister was still there, so yeah. Usually in these type of stores or like these type of markets, people are mostly selling like but they're mostly selling like tights. Like there was like mom stuff. So there was like tights, natural soaps and stuff like that, like natural home remedy stuff. So to see someone just there selling like their cool pins and stuff, I was like, "Oh, cool. Let me buy that." But I'd love to do that one day, just like a random market where it's like people are selling soaps and I'm there selling my anime stuff. That'd be like so cool. Or just like so out of pocket, kind of. Dion, I- I'm checking to see where do I want to start. Do I want to finish the hat? Yeah, I'll just finish the hat. I think that's okay. Mm, yeah, it's a slightly bigger. Yeah, I'll just do it on the side here. That's the wrong glare. But my dog had a great time today. She did a lot of playtime, a lot of like going on a walk, playtime. He was really tired today. It's so weird. Like my dog is almost a senior. When your dog is like 8 years old, they're technically a senior, which is I think is so cute. And like she was already getting a little bit of gray hairs on her like eyelids, but she's almost a senior, and that's so funny. Cause like especially shepherds, they just have that like personality of like already being so sassy, and like she was already an old lady before she was like she's 6 right now. Like she's 6 years old right now, but she's already acting like an old lady. So funny. She's so funny. Oh yeah, speaking about my phone and stuff. um Also, yeah, I was like customizing it. I was customizing my like homepage where like all my apps are, like to make it super like aesthetic looking and like cool. I have like GIFs on there to like really add to like the look. And I just love how it looks. But even then, every time I can never, ever, ever change the lock screen to something else. I always have to have my dog on it. If it ruins the aesthetic, I don't care. I have to have my dog on the lock screen, okay? She's my baby, okay? Why would I ever like just replace it with something else? Okay? That's terrible. It's like saying that my aesthetic of my phone is more important than my dog. Can you tell I'm running on fumes? Okay. Just like checking the time. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I feel like I've been on a break for a while that I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot how to do things. Or I never knew how to do things actually. I love how when I yawn, my microphone tries to like register it as words. Hmm. Okay, that's how it looks like, yeah. Sorry, the sketch wasn't registering in my brain. So I'll probably do this next stream, working on this. There's a lot of art I should be doing, but or there's a lot of art in like the back burner that I started doing on streams that like I just stopped showing. There's like a lot of Tears of the Kingdom stuff that I want to do. A lot of the outfits I really love. I just recently got the mythic outfit, like the Bubble Frog outfit. That took a while because it just takes a lot of Bubble Frog gem harvesting or collecting to do. And it's frustrating because it's not like Kilton is gonna give it to you one after the other. It's like you get the pants and then like he'll give you some other stuff and then you'll get the shirt or whatever. Like he doesn't give it to you right away. And it's like it's not sure when he's gonna give it to you. It's just like you just have to keep giving it to him until he gives it to you. And even after getting the whole outfit, he still wants more bubble frogs. And I thought that was the end of it. I was like, okay, I collected all the bubble frogs. And he's like, no, I need more. And I'm like, there's more. I feel like the caves are so hard for me to find. Because it's not like you could just keep going into the same cave. You have to find unique caves. Work. Sorry. I don't know why that cracked me up so bad. I don't even like I don't know. I'm pretty sure the song's about like a breakup or like a dumbass boy. But no disrespect to her, okay? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Thinking about adding more jewelry to the hair, but I feel like I've gotten so far, and a lot of these are like very thick, so the two. Sometimes there's such thing as over accessorizing and under accessorizing, you know. And I feel like this is gonna be the hardest to do this chain. I forgot what this type of chain was called. I was doing research on it. Like a big thick chain. Also, I was working on like the summer version of me, but that's kind of been going back and forth with how I want it to look. I kind of want to do this cool bikini look, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I want to do something different. And I have this idea, so now I need to sketch it out. But I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I think it's officially summer now, so I can officially start working on it. But last month I was trying to work on it, and I'm like, okay, let's like go all out and do like a bikini because firstly, I don't really wear a lot of bikinis, but like let me do it for my model because why not? But don't really like it, so I'm gonna try to do some other type of summer outfit. Try to relate it to like what I actually wear during the summer. It's usually not a bikini, so crashing again. I feel like it crashes because my thumb tends to hover over the mouse pad. So like my computer is confused. I'm like whether I'm using the mouse pad or the drawing tablet. Also, my phone is so powerful. I remember I couldn't even like um what was it? Put it near I can't even put it near like my tablet or my computer because I don't know what radiates off of it, but it kind of messes it up. It doesn't like wipe anything off of my computer. It just thinks that I'm using the mouse. It starts like clicking randomly. It starts opening things randomly. Kind of dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. Avec Techno is he's been hitting so hard lately. I don't know why. I don't know how it like took 10 years for me to figure out that his songs are like hitting so hard. Like this bumps, bro. This bumps. I feel like I'm in Amsterdam at night at 2 a.m. at a club. Also, his the way he tunes is very recognizable. Sorry, I need to delete this part of the chain before I explode. It's giving me anxiety. Sorry, let me check the volume on this. Yeah, volume's okay. Sorry, I need to check something on my phone. Ooh, I just messed with my mouse. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I feel like the frills are just like too wide. Hold on. Hold on, let me write something down. Yeah, this is two. Let me do a new layer. Thing. I can't write. I hate writing on the tablet. It's so unnatural. Phone. Right now. ERB. Okay. I'm still here. I just need to check something. Which is gonna take longer because I keep staring at my phone. It's like so pretty. Um. Yeah, and I also like did like customization on like sorry, custom it's a hair. Customization on my phone. I also did like customization on like the keyboard stuff and does like lights when you click on things. What's going on? Okay, yeah, I just need to check what my friend was doing. Love this song. I've been really feeling this album this summer. I feel like that's just like a normal thing. When summer comes around, I have to listen to this album on repeat. I think I want to make this thinner because it goes out like this, but I don't think I want that. We drink some water. Hold on. I think I need to flip. Maybe that's better. I think one bad habit that I have from like some of my old art stuff is like overpainting, so I'm trying not to do that. Or I'll try not to do that this time. Which this stream you probably won't see, but yeah. I think tomorrow I'll just kind of like work on this and work on the line art, and hopefully for next stream I'll do like coloring. So I feel like that's a little bit more interesting to watch. Okay, that's perfect. Wait, don't change that. Or at least that's like the best I can do. Um, how am I gonna do this? Okay. No, wait, no. This fine, hold on. I'm gotta make this work. Hold on. You let me say this. I'm a sin, probably gonna sin again. Lord forgive me. Sorry, my throat is so strapped. Lord forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I need to be. This is so close. Um, maybe if I did. Okay. I remember watching the video of Kendrick showing this song to, I think, Andre 3000 or 300. Oh my god. Am I a fake fan? Is it 3000 or 300? I think it's 2000. Oh my god. I'm a fake fan. Andre 3000. I think that's what it is. I think that's the number. And like just seeing people vibing to it in the studio, like showing it to people, and then having him say like, "Bro, this is amazing." I can imagine that's like such a relieving like thing to hear. Because apparently the process when it comes to music, when you show it to someone in the studio, like a higher up of the studio, you kind of like approve the music to like give it the funds or time to like expand on it. Like that's very nerve wracking. I remember watching that Kanye West documentary and kind of seeing that process of him just trying to get like his album done and trying to get him to be like a rapper and stuff. Like back in the day, like how they used to do it. Um, it's like you feel for them. It's just like them, like having them listen to your music and hopefully they like it so that they can support the project. Like, yeah. Because usually they're just like kind of quiet when they're listening to it, but everyone was just kind of like really vibing to it and like straight up saying like, "Wow, this is just amazing." Like that must have been like a really good feeling. I keep saying that. Yeah, speaking about this song, I recently started a cover doing this song, but I never like when it comes to streaming, like I always say like, "Oh, I should do some like Utah tuning streaming." But like I never get around to doing it because I don't know, I keep going back and forth with Utah and I like yeah, like I think I just like finished up the course for this one and then I just kind of stopped. And I don't know if I want to go back into it. And I also use Ruko for this one, which ooh, I moved the mic. I used Ruko for this one, which I love Ruko. She is like my ultimate favorite Utao. And I haven't used her since I was 13, so I wanted to use her again. And I don't know if I really like the sound of how she looks. I don't know if I like the sound of her in this song. Sorry, I feel like I have like a speech impediment, but I don't know why. I feel like I have a like I do have like trouble speaking. I don't know. I think that might have to do with like my tumor in my brain. I don't know. That's kind of dark, but that might be. I don't know. because like the where the tumor is in my brain, um, it's like where it is. It's like it can probably cause seizures, but since the tumor is very like they're just not really concerned about it. They're just like yeah, this could be the reason why you're ticking and stuff. But I wonder if like a speech impediment also kind of affects that as well. Sorry, the song is so sick. Hold on, I need to listen to it. Actually, I need to turn it up. Actually, hold on. Yes, I think that doesn't affect my mic. Yeah, sorry. I love this song. Such a good song. It's crazy how Ring gets all the best songs. There's something about her that like radiates that energy. Man, I wonder how these artists do like these lines, bro. Maybe they don't. They just have a secret way of covering it up. What's going on here? I'm just realizing what this is. Hold on. Sorry if this is too loud, but this song is so dope. I can't turn it down. And the jewelry here is going to be pretty easy. I always want to draw frills, but I just like hate drawing them, you know? I don't know what the perspective looks like here, so I just this wait for it to unfreeze. Okay, I don't know why her boobies are so big. Her boobies are not that big. Hold on. It kind of messes up my sketch, so I don't know where to go from here. That doesn't look right. Hold on. Just focusing there. Check. Why does the shoulders look like that? Then hmm. There is. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I realize I should probably talk because I know the VOD is not going to have any of those music, so gotta think about that. You know, I might upload this on YouTube. I probably have to check like the copyright issues if I try to upload this whole stream on YouTube. But one, this is kind of like a kooky little drawing, so I probably don't have to be too into the anatomy. I don't know why I said kooky. And also I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Oh yeah, I was just probably thinking about, yeah, I should probably upload my VODs onto YouTube. If I can't afford the Nitro, just put it on YouTube. I don't know why I didn't think about that a long time ago. Okay, that's close enough. Like that? Okay, yeah, that's close enough. Okay, just that. Just gonna see if like the sleeves. Yeah, that's pretty good. like this. Bro, I'm so excited to see these guys in November. Yeah, just making sure that it kind of lines up with that. Can you see how like I'm like giving up on this piece? I'm like so delicate with the line art now. I'm just like trying to rush it. I think it's just like the frills. I just don't want to draw frills. But I put frills here, so whatever. Sure. Okay, that looks good. Sure, whatever. Actually, I could fix that top one right there, actually. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to see if like it's kind of like in the center. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I think we can move on to oh, not move on. We still have to do the hair. And to do the back of it as well. Actually, I don't want to listen to this song. Let me skip it. Sure. I don't know. I've just not been into like some Vocaloid songs recently, especially Kairiki Bear. I don't really vibe with him anymore. There's one song I really love from him, but he doesn't have it on his Spotify, or at least I have to check again. Of course, it's gonna take forever to load. When I was like thinking of making my Utao, like my first Utao, like she's an alien girl, and I was referencing excuse me, sorry. I was referencing off of this singer, which she's not playing, so there she goes. I wanted to have her sound like that, but I don't think my voice can like do that. I think I have to train my voice, but I really love how she sounds. Oh, I know why it's oh my god. I know why my liner was looking like that. I was using the wrong pen the whole time. Because when I was writing the phone thing, oh my god, when I was writing the phone thing, I used a different pen and I didn't switch back to my oh How much did it? How much did I? What? Are you? I'm so mad. Sorry, I'm in shock. It was just this part, right? What else was it? It had to be something else too. Did I use this pen? Okay, yeah. Now I can tell because of the way that I erased that. What else did I use it? It has to be just here, right? Okay, that's why it looks so different. Oh my goodness. What do I do? Because I like see a difference, so it's like it's not like I could just move on. Um, what if I just like lightened it and then do a new layer and just went over it? Yeah, just whatever. This is gonna take me a month to do anyway, so just like extend it, I guess. Wow. Yeah, I'm not speaking because I'm mad. Wow. I feel like I'm rushing, but like I don't want to rush. Like, why does this pen feel like it's just thicker? Am I really like pressing that hard? Then I checked. And then I checked. Um, yeah, whatever. Things happen. I just say nada. Yeah, I think this area, I don't know if I did the darker pencil with this one, but I think I'm just gonna keep that. And you know what? Maybe I'll just try to erase some of it with the pen. So it just kind of looks like I did it. I mean, it just needs to be thinned out, right? So I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, get rid of this. This definitely needs to be fixed. Like this. I'm like, why does it look like that? Because I'm being dumb, that's why. Um, I'll put a new layer here. Um, Sorry, I'm like just really focusing. Like I just forgot that I was streaming. Um, yeah, I think. Sorry, yeah, I was just like thinking about I just didn't switch up the pen. But a good thing it wasn't like a lot of the piece. I might be frustrated doing the sleeve there, but because that is a little bit of an awkward part on the piece. Because she's not like completely looking forward, she's just like on a lean. But we're at the 12 a.m. mark. Um, Thank you for anyone who came by watching. Thanks for anyone who's gonna come watch the VOD. Um, yeah, hopefully I can stream more now that I'm kind of out of my rut. Um, Probably gonna stream this again. So yeah, maybe I should let this song play out. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, really don't know what to say. So thank you for coming. See ya. Boo.